Hi everyone, today I am coming back for my 25-week pregnancy update. I'm a little bit late doing this. I did turn 25 weeks on Friday. It is Wednesday now, so I'm now 25 weeks and 5 days. But a lot of things happened in that week, so I still wanted to talk about it, and I'm just not going to talk about the last few days. I'll save that for my next update. The baby is about 13.5 inches long and about 1.5 pounds, which seems really big, and you can tell because you can see her moving everywhere. She's moving all the time, and sometimes when it's really quick it seems even a little painful because she is getting big enough now to do that. She is gaining more baby fat. Right now the baby is really long and lean, but over the rest of this trimester and obviously through the end of pregnancy, they start gaining up that baby fat. So that is starting to happen now. And also I said this week that the baby is growing even more hair, and you can actually see the color and texture now if you were able to look inside your womb. Obviously I can't right now, but the baby's hair does have color and texture, which is pretty cool. I wonder what my baby's hair will be like because this is my 4th baby, and Evelyn came out with long black hair, just dark, thick hair, and that's how I was when I was born too. And then Josiah was pretty much bald. I mean, he had very thin blonde hair, but he was mostly bald for almost a year. And then Nami came out and he had brown hair, but it was only in the back. So he was bald on top, brown hair in the back. So I'm really curious to see what will happen with this little girl because we've had a wide variety of how their hair ended up looking. For me, weight gain this week, I gained a little over a pound. It was 1.2 of a pound, which put me at 177.8, and means I've gained nearly 15 pounds total. So 178 would be 15 pounds total, and I'm at 177.8 as of Friday, probably bigger now. Pretty much I've gained about 15 pounds total at 25 weeks, which isn't terrible. I'm really kind of hoping to keep it around 15 pounds between now and the end, which there's 15 weeks left. Even 20 pounds would probably be okay with me, but I'd really rather keep it more towards the 15. But I keep saying oh, I'd like to gain a little less than a pound a week towards the rest of the second trimester. And obviously the last few weeks it has not happened at all. It's been a pound to a pound and a half every week. So I don't know. It's not happening, guys. It's just not happening. Symptoms this week is my skin is just getting super dry and flaky. I'm starting to get some breakouts again. Seriously, why? I thought I was over this. I thought this was over in the first trimester, but I'm definitely having the dry skin, the flakiness, the acne here and there. Not terrible, but it's coming back for sure. But I know I'm also about to go through a huge hormone changes again heading into the 3rd trimester. Also this week, increased appetite. I've been hungry all the time. If I go 2 hours, sometimes I can go 3 hours, but honestly about every 2 hours I am needing some food. And I've still been having those Braxton Hicks contractions. Just Braxton Hicks. They're not real contractions. Nothing to be concerned about, but I'm getting them. I'm feeling the tightening, especially after exercise for sure. But that is happening still. And I've actually had pretty high energy levels. It's been my steps, I've been wanting to slowly increase them every week, that I have been for over 2 months now. And it just seems it's been easy to do. I am moving all the time. I'm always doing something. And I have moments, spurts of fatigue here and there. But usually it's oh man, I'm tired. And I'll sit down for a half hour and then I'm okay, I'm ready to get up and do something again. Really refreshed. I'm ready to go. And I've been sleeping good, 7 to 8 hours every night. So I'm definitely doing good in that department. Like, I'm just feeling really good overall. Not getting quite big enough yet to be like really bogged down. I know that's coming though. But the biggest news this week is that we met our new midwife this week. Actually, it's really weird. Like, it's the first time I've ever met her, but I've known about her forever. I talked to her like 3 years ago when I was pregnant with Nimi on the phone, and she's delivered a lot of my friends' babies, and my best friend Rachel, who's my doula and now my student midwife, is working for her. So it's really exciting that I finally got to meet her, and she is everything I anticipated she would be. Super awesome, really laid back, really focused a lot on the relationship and getting to know me and what I wanted. We did talk a lot about diet during that appointment, and she really just emphasized like protein and greens. I just need to have a lot of, which, and protein doesn't mean just meat. It's like nuts, beans, seeds, peanut butter even, like any kind of protein at all is going to help keep me satisfied longer. And she even said every 2 to 3 hours. So with my increased appetite making me want to eat every 2 hours, really not a problem as long as I'm trying to get some form of protein every 2 to 3 hours, so I'm not having like blood sugar crashes and stuff. It really helps prevent the gestational diabetes and the preeclampsia and stuff like that, which I'm not high risk for at all. But just because you've never had it before doesn't mean it won't creep up in your 4th pregnancy. So it's not a bad idea to just be a little cautious and be healthy for baby anyway. I did the fundal measurement and checked position, and I measured exactly 25 weeks, which my appointment was on Friday. So it was the day I turned 25 weeks. My fundal measurement was 25. They said that the baby was in the right side of my stomach, which I definitely could tell that, and sideways, so she has not head down yet, but that is fine. Plenty of time for that. And on the right, which I definitely knew that, like you can tell when you look at my belly, like flabbier on the left, baby on the right. And we talked about my birth plans and kind of some things that have happened in previous births, because we are pretty sure that I like just am one of those weird women, like the 2% who never gets the urge to push. So we talked about that and maybe some things we could do different and kind of our plans for home birth. And then just the next appointments coming up. So I'm going to have an appointment again at 28 weeks, and then I'll go 4 weeks to 32 weeks. And then at that point, it'll be 2 weeks. So then I'll have one at 34 weeks and 36 weeks. And then at 37 weeks, they do the home visit and bring me the birth tub and get all that ready. And then I just go weekly until I have the baby. So 38 weeks, 39, 40, 41 if I go that long. Hopefully not. I've never went over yet, and I really don't want to. But like I said, just because things never happened with your first babies doesn't mean it won't happen the 4th time around. Talked about all that, got to know each other, made jokes. The kids were in there with me, and she talked to the kids, and it was really just a great environment. I'm really looking forward to having her as my midwife, and I'm excited about having a home birth and having that opportunity again, and hopefully having a better birth experience, even though my birth experiences with my natural births have not been bad. But I did have a long, hard labor with Nimi, so I'm hoping to cut that back with some chiropractic care so that the baby is in a little bit better position, and with just me being active and eating better than I really ever have through pregnancies, I'm hoping maybe I'll have a single-digit labor instead of a double-digit labor for once. That is all that is going on this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have some other videos coming up, not just pregnancy vlogs, that I hope you guys will stay tuned for, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.